Hello and welcome to Falcon Field, where we've got the Hillsdale Falcons trying to take down the Rittman Indians in a WCAL clash. This live and free edition of Friday Night Lights is being streamed to you directly to your smartphone, TV, tablet, or computer, and it's all coming to you next.
Are you ready for the comeback?
Man, I wish I was out there.
Let's unretire.
Why not?
Hey, Grandpa!
Grandpa?
I still got it.
Hey, I need that senior discount.
I'm good right here, bro.
Unretirement? Who'd be dumb enough to do that?
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Fickes Furniture, celebrating 100 years in the furniture business, displaying all the latest styles by manufacturers such as Bassett, Flex Steel, Mohawk Flooring, Dutch Craft Bedding, and more. With free delivery setup and removal, make your next movie night comfortable with Fickes Furniture. Quality furniture at an affordable price. Visit our Jeromesville location or visit us online at fickesfurniture.com.
Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
Happy Halloween!
Hello and welcome back to Falcon Field, where we're just moments away from kickoff. We're going to get right into our Simonson Construction Services, Inc. pregame shows. You see those Hillsdale Falcons take the field. Looks like this salute to service night here, G-Man.
Storm. A little bit of camo here on senior night. And right before playoff time, Storm coming out here with a chance to play. You know, a tough Rittman team that's 6-3 on the season, had their third playoff appearance coming in here in a couple weeks, actually, next week. And just the third time in program history, Storm, for Rittman. So they got a lot of confidence coming in this game against Hillsdale, a rival, and it's in Hillsdale here. So tough matchup for Rittman, but we'll see which playoff team can get a win.
I kind of called an audible on you, G-Man. I switched it up. We're going to go with the Hillsdale Falcons here first, just because they were coming out of the tunnel. They're 7-2 overall under Coach Trevor Klein. Current 3-game win streak. They've been dominant at times. They've been cold at times, but they have to continue this streak of winning.
Yeah, Storm, they've on that current 3-game win streak, and we've seen Hillsdale a couple times this season. They've been dominant at times, as we mentioned. I went up and seen them against Waynedale, and they weren't so dominant, Storm. They struggled in the first half. They eventually pulled away, but it wasn't because of a couple turnovers they were able to force. Hillsdale coming in. They can't overlook this Rittman team. They got a playoff berth. Hillsdale's got a playoff berth, Storm. We got two playoff teams here in Week 10 going at it.
As we continue on our Simonson Construction Construction Services Incorporated pregame show. Garrett, I think there's going to be one furniture company that's a little upset about our pick here for Player Spotlight. Tonight it's Braylon Jarvis, 198 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns in last week's game, putting up David Montgomery numbers.
Yes, from Jarvis. He's the bell cow back, just like David Montgomery for the Detroit Lions. Jarvis, 198 yards last week, 3 scores in last week's game, and they needed every yard he needed, Storm, as they dominate another win for them. And coming in, man, Rittman, 3rd playoff appearance in history. I didn't know that, Storm, so I did some research on him. So it's going to be an interesting matchup here at Hillsdale.
That is the definition of a workhorse back, I think, as we move right along to the keys to victory for Hillsdale. I feel like they're kind of the same every week, but they're also so important. Win up front, but don't look past Rittman.
Storm, any game I'm on, I'm always going to put win up front for both sides, because I think if you can win the trenches, especially on a ground team like Hillsdale, if they can win up front, dominate that Rittman front, they have a good chance to get another win and go into the postseason at 8-2.
Now, for the visiting Rittman Indians, 6-3 overall, as you mentioned, under head coach Tyler Dennis, going off a 28-14 win at Smithville. They're looking to keep that momentum rolling against a red-hot Hillsdale team.
Yeah, Storm, it's going to be a tough matchup here on senior night. They got the camo jerseys out, too. I don't know if anybody's going to beat Hillsdale tonight. Let's see if Rittman can do that challenge.
As we take a look at the Rittman player spotlight, Artie
Sonego, I think.
Sonego? Is that about
We're going to go with that until somebody
inevitably corrects us. 156 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns in a playoff coaching week last week. Very similar stats to Jarvis.
Yeah, Storm, they like to run the football just like Hillsdale does, and I think that's why in our keys to victory on both sides, I think winning the trenches is the biggest battle. As for Rittman's keys, I think they got to start fast and win up front, as I just mentioned. Whoever wins up front, Storm, is able to open up those runs for their running back is going to get a big win here.
And that is going to do it for our pregame show. We begin the first quarter. You're going to notice a couple of interesting things here on our broadcast tonight. You're going to notice the date. It's not 2016. We're not in a time machine. You're going to notice the 2 little letters up at the top right. You're going to notice it looks like, either me or G-Man took a bite out of the scoreboard there in the middle. But we're just having some technical difficulties with our second camera. So we're kind of running off our clock cam now. I think it's MacGyvering. That's like the
we're doing
correct
anything. We're doing anything it takes right now. I mean, I'm at a 45-degree angle trying to run this camera right now, and Rittman going to handoff, and that might be Artie Storm on the outside too. Solid gain for the Indians on their first play.
All right, here we go, Garrett. We're going to try replay. Can that be the one thing that goes right for us tonight? And we got the replay working. Our Simonson Construction Services replay. But yeah, I mean, if we have to bring it to you on our phones, if we have to somehow get it on the radio, we are going to bring this game to you guys live and free here on the OH Report. That's going to be Braden Lauk, the quarterback. Hands it off once again, but that's going to be well short of the line to gain. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
So Rittman Storm here on their first drive. Hillsdale holding strong after their good first gain. Really nothing there, and now the Indians face their first third down of the night. And let's see if this Falcons defense can stand tall here at home.
It looks like Rittman kind of runs that triple option a lot like Navy does, and they're ranked now. That's a fun football team to watch, Garrett. I'm kind of a sucker for the triple option. The art of deception is strong with them.
Yeah, Storm, when you can run it well, and teams do in this area, it's tough to stop. We ran that in high school myself, and it was a challenge. As this one's going to be complete. I'm not sure where they're going to spot him, Storm. I think he might have enough for a first down, and he will. So first down Rittman here.
So a big first down conversion on a pass there from the Indians. And how about the athleticism there from Braden Lauk on the run, rolling out to his left, feels the pressure, still gets the ball out, and still picks up enough for a first down.
Yeah, that's from Lauk right there. He was getting tackled as he threw that football, was able to get it to his guy out there in the flat situation and was able to pick up a first down. It was close. Some Hillsdale defenders are saying 4th down, but the referee's getting the benefit of the doubt and gave him that first down. So we'll see what the Indians can do here as they got their first down.
Lauk takes it, wants to throw it again. That time incomplete, bringing up 2nd down.
It's going to be interesting to see, Storm, how the weather affects this game. I know it was kind of raining. Kind of a downpour there in the pregame, and the field might be a little soaked. We saw on that one the wide receiver kind of slipped down right there. Ball might be a little wet, Storm, going back to the QB. So maybe you see some fumbles, maybe some ill-advised errors and some turnovers.
So what you're telling me is if we see a drop ball or a fumble, it's not because of the pregame Butterfingers or the pregame buttery popcorn. You're telling me it's because of the rain?
I think it might be because of the rain, Storm, but it also could be because of the popcorn.
Lauk in shotgun. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff, a little wide receiver screen, but that one sniffed out by the Hillsdale Falcons. He was taken down by a flock of Falcons, and that's going to be our bring up 3rd down. And Garrett, it's a little bit of a blessing in disguise for you. We were about to put you up on top of the press box where, you were no doubt going to get soaked up there, but now you're in the warm, cozy press box where I usually get to sit.
Yes, Ron, I haven't been in the press box so far this season. Been shooting usually on top or in the stands, so clock cam might be my best friend now.
Lauk takes a snap, hands it off this time right up the middle, but nothing going for Rittman on this set of downs. That's 4th down.
So Hillsdale able to kind of control that first wave, that first down to Rittman, and then kind of lock up and shut down the Indians' offense. They didn't even get a yard after that first down, and now going to bring up an opportunity for Hillsdale to get the football and try to score here in the first quarter. Just under 9 minutes remain.
8:56 to be exact as Rittman lines up in punt formation. And Garrett, Hillsdale, I feel like they're kind of like a broken faucet. They got a lot of drip, man. They're like the Oregon Ducks of high school football. I feel like they're always kind of rolling out something new and creative. Maybe not every week, but they definitely got some saucy jerseys up their sleeves.
Yeah, Storm, Hillsdale's kind of got the drip. They got the thing going on this season, sitting at 7-2 with an opportunity to go 8-2, and they got a great opportunity here on offense, getting the ball at about the 45-yard line, almost midfield. So see what the Falcons are going to do here on their first drive, Storm.
Yeah, I can't get over how cool the salute to service jerseys
especially
are.
For high school.
I know, that is
dope.
so cool. You think about it, like I can only really think of like Centerburg would be like the only other
Yeah, I think
team.
it's the only team I've ever seen wear them, to be honest. Now Hillsdale.
It'd be cool to have like Color Rush and alternate jerseys and all this for all these schools. That'd be, oh man, that would just make it so awesome. So it'll be 1st and 10 here for the Flying Falcons. Fickes in shotgun. Hands this one off. It's going to be Jarvis. He has a healthy gain, but some laundry on the field.
It's going to be a face mask. Kind of surprised to see the flag kind of thrown so late there. At least I believe it's a face mask. I kind of saw Jarvis's head kind of get whipped back right there. I'm going to call it a horse collar, so same thing, almost.
So big gain here for the Falcons on their first play. The handoff to Jarvis goes for about 8, and then the horse collar tackle there at the end isn't going to help out the Indians.
It's not the start they wanted from on defense because a horse collar tackle, I believe, is 15 yards. They're going to move off the ball all the way up after the run, too. And Jarvis got a decent gain on that.
So an 8-yard gain turns into like a 23-yard gain here. It'll be 1st and 10 in Rittman territory. Fickes hands this one off. Waiting for a number. I
believe that's Sloan. Owen Sloan, Storm, I believe.
So Owen Sloan on the handoff. He'll get about 10, 11, enough to move the chain. So another first down. So two offensive plays for Hillsdale and 2 first downs. That seems like pardon my pun here, Garrett, a recipe for success.
Yeah. You're right, Storm, on that one.
Okay.
What's a first down? So back-to-back first downs here for Hillsdale on their first drive and moving the ball pretty smooth. As this one's going to go to Jarvis and kind of had a little stiff arm there, but got tripped up for a minimal gain. So Jarvis on his second carry of the night.
Take a look on our Simonson Construction Services replay. Get out of my face. So Hillsdale now with their second down of the game.
2nd and 8 here, opportunity for Hillsdale to try to go get some points. They've kept the ball on the ground this entire drive. They got helped by that horse collar tackle on the first play from scrimmage on their drive. See where Jack Fickes and company goes. They're going to air it out.
Yeah, Rittman showing blitz, and
there it was, Storm.
I don't think it was the Butterfingers this time, Garrett. I think that was just the precipitation on the field.
You know, Storm, during these wet games, during these rainy games, you know, the refs usually carry around a towel. And they only give it one wipe, Storm, usually, and the QB usually can have a towel and kind of wipe his hands off. But other than that, man, the ball it's going, you know, straight from the ground, from the center, right to the quarterback's hands. So he's got to be aware of that, and he's got to keep his hands dry and kind of have a, you know, a sense of how that football is going to react when it hits his hands when it's wet. Because, you know, just one little mishap, Storm, can end in, you know, tragedy.
So we see Jarvis take the handoff from Fickes.
Jarvis, the ball carrier.
See where they spot it. Looks like it's going to be about 4th and 3, 4th and 2. Think that Coach Trevor Klein is going to elect to go for it here, Garrett.
I think I agree with the call, Storm. It was about 4th and 2, 4th and 3. Opportunity for your offense to go get some points here and kind of set the tone for this game as they're going to line up in shotgun, too, with no backs back there to help out Fickes if they do pass. And they're going to hand it off to Sloan, and he's got the outside, Storm.
Sloan hits the edge, gets the first down, and is bumped out of bounds. But he gives the Falcons a fresh set of downs.
Great play call right there, Storm. Going to the outside, one of your, you know, best athletes, get him in space on that sweep to Sloan, and it was a good play from Rittman stringing it out. They almost forced, you know, a turnover on downs. He just barely got it, Storm.
Fickes now hands this one off. I think that's Sloan once again. Take a look at our replay. Fickes in shotgun hands it off. Tried to get to the inside, but that's going to bring up 2nd and goal.
Fast moving first quarter here, Storm. Just 5:40 remains here in the first. Just 2 drives so far. Hillsdale are still on their first one. Rittman had a first down initially and then had to punt it to the Falcons about midfield. Let's see if they can punch this in for 6.
Fickes takes it himself. Design QB run. Looks like he got close, but they're going to call him just short, 3rd and goal.
Might be time for a Falcon tush push, Storm.
Little brotherly shove. What is it? Falcon
5 shove.
Falcon 5 shove. Might be a time for a little bit of the Falcon 5 shove. We'll see if Trevor Klein's got that up his sleeve, but he puts Fickes in shotgun. Takes it himself. Rittman in the backfield. Fickes goes for the dive.
He's going to be short.
And he's going to be just short.
See the center run off the field, Storm. I believe his helmet fell off, so he's got to come out of the game. In high school rules, helmet pops off. You got to take at least one play off on the sidelines. And
so do you think you use a timeout here if you're going for it, if you're Trevor Klein?
Well, I think down here, too, center's a pivotal, you know, piece
That's
of this
what I'm
offense.
saying.
And, I mean, I don't think it'd be a bad idea. I think Klein has a lot of confidence in his backup guys, Storm, because they're trotting out there and got him in shotgun. Let's see where Fickes goes here.
Fickes, design QB running. He's going to waltz right into the end zone for the first score of the night. Touchdown, Hillsdale.
And they made that look relatively easy, Storm. They had a couple 4th downs, but they were able to convert and punch it in for 6 for the first touchdown of the night as Jack Fickes doing it once again as the Falcons get on the board here. 6-0 to start this game out.
Take a look at our replay here, and doesn't get much easier for Fickes. It was 3 design QB runs in a row, Garrett. But you know what they say, the 3rd time's the charm as Hillsdale lines up for the PAT. It is up, and it is good. But nothing.
Coach Klein's yelling, hurry to get over to the sidelines. It's going to go against Hillsdale, so not sure what changes here, Storm, for Coach Trevor Klein and company, but
it's the fake. It's the Falcon fake. as they are going to be putting the stick shift into reverse, backing it up.
Still going to try to attempt this, I believe, Storm. Yeah.
I hope they make it because I'm not very confident in my ability to change the scoreboard back to 6. Snap is good, hold is down, kick is up, and another flag. We're gonna do it again.
It's going to go against Hillsdale too, Storm, so.
Is their kicker just participating in a kicking challenge? That's A.J. Brown.
Penalty goes against Hillsdale.
I'm not sure what the penalty that is being called, Storm, what it is.
It's got to be somebody's lined up off sides, right?
I don't know what this motion is. I've never seen that. We'll see, though. I mean, nice target practice here for Brown.
I think if they make it, they should give him 3 points for this one. So here we go. Snap is good, hold is down, kick is up, it's got the distance. And that time no good, just short. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. Hillsdale leads 6-0.
Fickes Furniture, celebrating 100 years in the furniture business, displaying all the latest styles by manufacturers such as Bassett, Flex Steel, Mohawk Flooring, Dutch Craft Bedding and more. With free delivery setup and removal, make your next movie night comfortable with Fickes Furniture, quality furniture at an affordable price. Visit our Jeromesville location or visit us online at fickesfurniture.com.
Yeah, it's the comeback. Are you ready for the comeback?
Hello and welcome back to Hillsdale High School. The kick is underway. Rittman bobbles it. They're able to get on top of it. So no harm, no foul there. Storm Bluntschly joined by the illustrious Garret Parlett. And Garrett, after some wacky PAT conversions, or lack thereof, we're sitting here at 6-0 in favor of Hillsdale.
Yeah, Storm kicker for Hillsdale had to take that about 35 yards out, and he almost got it too, so hats off to you. But nonetheless, still 6-0 here as Hillsdale was able to stop Rittman on their first drive after they got that first down. Kind of drove down to the field with East Storm, a couple run plays. Take a look at the Jack Fickes replay there for the touchdown. But that's our only score here so far, Storm, as 4:19 remains here in this first quarter. Let's see if the Indians can respond here on the road.
Quarterback keeper here for the Indians. Lauk's got some room up the sidelines. He'll eventually be brought down, but not before crossing midfield.
What a play right there, Storm, as Lauk used to doing it with his arm, but this time doing it with his legs down the sideline, and it was those lucky, Storm, they were able to catch him almost for 6.
And that's what's so tricky about the read option. You have to make a split-second decision, Garrett, and if it's wrong, I mean, it is tough to recover. You're definitely looking at the wrong end of a big gain if you don't read it perfectly.
It's tough to guard those read option offenses, Storm. A lot going on in the backfield, a lot of misdirection, and see this one going to go to the running back, but Hillsdale's all over this one. Going to be about a loss of 5 here, so Rittman had a great play to start the drive, but this time going backwards.
So Sonego there with the handoff. Gain of a couple. That brings up second down. Excuse me. They're on their own side of the field still. They did not make it to Hillsdale territory just yet. Lauk rolls out to his left looking to pass, feels the pressure from the Falcons, almost picked off, tip drill. That one falls to the turf as we take a look at that on our Simonson Construction Services replay.
Brings up a 3rd down and 13.
Ball almost got picked right there. Can't see. I think it was number 22 Storm, Braylon Jarvis. So see a lot of Jarvis Storm on the offensive side of the ball, but this time doing it on the defensive end, almost had an interception, and now brings up a 3rd and forever. Here, 3rd and 13 for Rittman. Had that beautiful play, Storm, on that keeper from the QB, but after that, really nowhere to go.
So 3rd down now and long. They run a screen to the other 22. Christian Dublé, I think is how you pronounce that. D-U-B-I-E-L? Dublé? Dubol? Dubal? Dubile? Dubile?
I think you just go with your gut, Storm, until we're told otherwise from maybe some Rittman fans can let us know.
I'm going to say Dubile because it ends with an L. Pretty cool name. I'm a big fan of last names with 2 capital letters, but we'll get to that here in a second as it's 4th down, and it looks like Rittman's going to be going for it here at about midfield.
I think they're just trying to draw them offsides, throw a little offsides cheese, but
penalty flag chatter on that one. But like McAfee, McFadden, like anything MC and then another letter where it's capital. I'm a big fan of the 2 capital last names.
Why don't you do it with your last name, buddy?
Huh?
You do it with your last name. You do it with the S.
B-L-U-N-T capital S. Yeah. I mean, why not?
I don't think it's by law. I feel like you can just do what you want.
I think it has to be on your birth certificate.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I think you're – well, I don't know. Is your birth certificate case sensitive? I don't know. Like if your parents wrote, like for me, like STRM in all capitals, like would I have that have to be on all documents? I don't know. Let us know in the comments if you know. So punt formation now for Rittman with 2:36 left to go in the first quarter. Falcons get a running start. Bounce it out to the right side. They're going to have some room to run. And that excellent return negates most of that punt. I think if you take the return into account, it was about an 8-yard punt. It's going to be some excellent starting field position here for the Falcons on their second drive. Took them a while to get it done, Garrett. 4th and goal on the Fickes run into the end zone, but they were able to. We'll see what they're capable of here on this drive. Fickes takes the snap, hands it off.
Big time hit right there.
And he's popped by Jake Newark. Braylon Jarvis on the carry. Take a look at that one more time. Jarvis thinks he's got more room, but Newark says no, not today.
3 on the run, 2nd down and 7.
I wonder what they got going at the concession stand store for the Falcon 5 today.
It's a cheeseburger today. You didn't hear it?
Oh, no, I didn't.
You might have been gone, but it's a cheeseburger today, which sounds really, really good. This one's going to be a handoff to Sloan. He's got some room to run, lowers his shoulder, and gets the first down. Well, they're still going, but I think he'll end up getting the first down.
Big time run right there from the running back. Previous play, Rittman lowered the boom. This time it was Hillsdale delivering their own boomstick. And I think thought we had an injured player, but play on, Storm, and the clock ticking down here, almost under a minute in this first quarter.
Minute 20 left to play here on your Fickes Furniture scoreboard, as there is a Fickes in shotgun right now. Takes the snap, keeps it, pitches it to Jarvis. He's got some room on the left side. Gets about 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So Hillsdale still got to run at least one more play in this quarter. About 24 seconds left on the play clock, about 47 on the scoreboard. So see where Hillsdale goes. They have a 2nd and 8 opportunity here. Going to go back to Jarvis here, and it's going to get close. It's going to bring up an interesting 3rd down here. It's about 3rd and 3. Hillsdale doesn't have to run another play here in this quarter. I don't really expect them to do so, as now they're heading to the sidelines. And the beautiful camo jerseys. They got the 6-0 lead here, Storm, here on senior night.
So at the time ticking down, that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. The Hillsdale Falcons lead 6-0. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
Are you ready for the comeback?
Fickes Furniture, celebrating 100 years in the furniture business, displaying all the latest styles by manufacturers such as Bassett, Flex Steel, Mohawk Flooring, Dutch Craft Bedding, and more. With free delivery setup and removal, make your next movie night comfortable with Fickes Furniture. Quality furniture at an affordable price. Visit our Jeromesville location or visit us online at fickesfurniture.com.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Yeah, it's the comeback. Are you ready for the comeback?
Hello and welcome back to Hillsdale High School, where it's a 3rd and 3 here as Fickes kicks it out to Sloan. He's going to be met by 2 Rittman Indians and driven about 10 yards back. The forward progress is going to stop him, but this could be a big defensive stand for Rittman. Still, though, I think Fickes and company is going to stay on the field for a 4th down try.
Yeah, Storm, I don't expect head coach Trevor Klein to take his foot off the gas here. Still about 4th and 3, so let's see where the Falcons go here, Storm. This is a pivotal play for both sides here early in this game, just seconds into the 2nd quarter.
A little too far for the Falcon 5 push. As we'll see Jarvis go into motion, and we're going to get a timeout here for Hillsdale. So maybe them just trying to draw Rittman off sides. Maybe they'll end up punting this ball away. We will see after this timeout. If you're watching at home, let us know where you're watching from. If you're staying dry, you know Storm Bluntschly and the illustrious Garret Parlett. We're not. I mean, I'm drying up, but I'm still pretty rainy in here.
Yeah, Storm was initially soaked, but after you get to come in, the warm press box kind of dried off the T-shirt. So I think we're looking okay. I think the rain might have kind of moved out of the area as well.
It is very rainy, and I don't know if you saw that, but Knox Lewis, the freshman, jumping jacks and push-ups on the sideline.
Got to stay ready.
Got to stay ready.
So we'll see where the Hillsdale Falcons offense goes, Storm. I don't see a punter back there, so looks like Jarvis might be going back. He's kind of behind Jack now. They're going to go for it.
And they hand it off to Jarvis. He falls forward. Gonna depend on the spot.
I think because the ball, Storm, was
tucked away
in the front of his body, I think he's short.
We'll see if they even give it a measurement.
I think he's short.
And they are going to bring out the chain gang. I feel like there should be like a song for this.
Kind of a hype song?
Any kind of song, like dun 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 dun, here comes the chain gang.
Well, you just made the song.
Yeah, but it sucks. I mean, that song sucked.
I liked it. It was cool. It was fun.
All right, fine. I'll keep doing it. You got to get on them.
I am. I'm waiting for him to get out here. All right, go ahead.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Dun, 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 dun. Here comes the chain gang. Dun, 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 dun. Is it enough? Is it enough? Is it enough for the first?
It's going to be hard for us to get an angle here with all the players, but I think they'll let us know here by their reactions.
Hopefully they don't need an index card
He's
or anything.
short, Storm. Look at the Rittman sideline. Short is the call, and there goes the elation for the Indians. And I thought he was short, Storm, initially just from up here. Considering he had the ball kind of tucked away to the front and he didn't really extend. I know in a situation like that, you really don't want to extend either. It gives it an opportunity for the defense to kind of punch at that football and kind of try to knock it loose. So Jarvis just short. I mean, he was just inches short. So now Rittman, they get a big stop, Storm. Plenty of time to try to go down here and get some points. Their offense is, at times had a couple big plays, but really other than that, they haven't been able to sustain any kind of drives.
Well, you got to think a pivotal time here for the momentum to shift. Your defense comes out on 4th and 3, gets the stop, gives your offense the ball in some pretty decent field position. You got to think that the offense has to be hyped up.
This from Now's maybe want to try to take a deep shot here and kind of catch Hillsdale off guard. And now they're going to get a decent pass out there, and if that's complete, it's going to be a solid gain. I think it is going to be complete too, so I think it's about 4 yards. Storm, we're going to call his forward progress a little farther back than I expected. But I do believe in high school is once you catch the football, if you run backwards, you're committing, to running backwards. So that's why a lot of coaches preach run north and south and not south and west, because you give up that lateral movement. So see where Rittman goes here on 2nd down.
Call me crazy, but I think Braden Lauk, the quarterback for Rittman, has thrown the ball with both arms. I'm pretty sure he's ambidextrous. I could be very wrong, as Artie on the carry picks up enough for a first down. He threw it with his left hand on that last pass.
See, I thought he's been left-handed the entire time, Storm.
Has he? I'm always rooting for
Are you thinking about the Falcon 5 over there?
I was thinking about it. I don't know. I swear I thought I saw him boot out to the right and throw it with his right. Only time will tell, though. Got a soft spot in my heart for left-handed quarterbacks, though I am left-handed. As Lauk is in shotgun. Takes a snap, hands it off once again. That's going to be already swallowed by the Falcons for a short gain of about 2, I think.
We've noticed this Storm really on both drives from Rittman. Usually get about one first down, Storm, and then after that, they really can't mount anything off of it or push the ball down the field, and now brings up another 2nd and 8, a 2nd and long here. You don't need to get it all back here on this play. You want to try to get at least 4, maybe 3, 5 yards if you can, and then set up yourself in 3rd and manageable, and don't make it too hard on yourself on that 3rd down.
So Lauk rolls out to his left. I believe he threw it with his left that time once again. That'll bring up 3rd and medium. What do you call it, Gary? You got 3rd and short and 3rd and long. What is it? Is it 3rd and medium? 3rd and middle?
3rd and 5? I say 3rd manageable.
3rd manageable? Okay. I thought manageable was like 2 or 3.
I think 5 is manageable. My book.
So 3rd and manageable here for the Rittman offense just past midfield. Lauk takes the snap, goes for the screen. He has already open for a first down with the yak. 9:14 left to play here in the 2nd quarter.
We're going to get some laundry on the field here, Storm. I'm not sure what it's going to be against. I'm thinking an eligible man downfield, and that's kind of the thing that is so tough about these screens as offensive linemen. You can't get down the field too far until your running back has caught the football, or your wide receiver who's ever catching that screen. And I thought I saw Coach Klein down here kind of calling for that as soon as he saw those linemen kind of pushing down the field before the ball was even thrown. So getting a little anxious. We'll see if that is the call, Storm, or maybe I'm completely wrong.
Well, that's what I thought. It kind of seemed
I'm
like
getting a face mask, so I am.
Oh, wow. When I looked up, it kind of seemed like the entire offensive line was already in front of the receiver. So an interesting call there.
I think that's what Coach Klein was calling for because as soon as he saw the flag, he jumped for joy down there on the sidelines. So they're going to call a face mask, though, against the Falcons. So setting up Rittman here really in their best field position tonight.
We saw that face mask call against Rittman in this same scenario. That drive ended in a score for Hillsdale as Artie takes off with that one off the handoff. He'll get a short gain and bring up 2nd down and 5.
That was Jarvis in on the side for Hillsdale.
Hopefully everybody at home watching is staying warm, staying dry. Hopefully nobody's outside, watching the game. I know some people like to kind of put our games up on the projector. Hopefully none of that. Hopefully everybody's just cuddled up around the fire, watching the TV above the fireplace. So best wishes here as Lauk holds on to this one, driving his feet. Will not pick up the 1st down.
Storm, I was kind of debating some questions to kind of ask you tonight on the broadcast. I know we kind of, venture off sometimes. And, a lot of people always ask, Storm, what is your favorite superhero? But I want to ask, since it's in the Halloween spirit, what is your favorite villain? Do you have a favorite villain?
So is this going off based off what I'm most scared of or just my favorite?
Just like your favorite. It can be a character. Because, I feel like I'm going to have a basic answer, but I'll let you go first.
Well, there was...
It's going to be short, Storm.
Yeah, that was Artie lined up at quarterback, and that's going to bring up 4th down for Rittman in plus territory. My favorite villain, probably, mine's pretty basic, but it's a toss-up between Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, honestly, probably maybe The Thing from the movie The Thing.
I've never seen that.
It's an old movie, but it's good as we see Artie lined up at quarterback once again. That time he gets the blocks laid down. He's running parallel with the 1st down marker. We might have the
definitely got the 1st down, Storm.
Oh, he did?
Oh, yeah.
My perspective's weird up here in the press box. I was also too busy.
When they lined up number 55 in the backfield there, the big fella bringing in the beef. We get a name on 55 over there?
55, Johnny Methnevi?
Johnny Methnevi right there, Storm. Lining up at fullback, kind of like last night what Colin Sanders did for the Saints. Bringing in the beef and moving some holes, Storm, for his running backs to get through. I love it.
Lauk takes the snap. We're going to have a flag on the field. I think that's going to be a false start.
We got the crowd from Rittman getting a little excited. It's going to be offside, Storm, on Hillsdale. So a couple penalties now, and Rittman looking for a chance to get in the end zone here for 6.
So Hillsdale not doing any favors for themselves defensively. It's been a couple big penalties. This one will set up 1st and 5 for the Rittman offense. No trickery on this one as Braden Lauk lines up in the shotgun. Takes a snap, rolls to his left. This time on the run. That pass is completed to Justin Methenvi. I'm assuming they're brothers. Same last name, it would make sense. As he is brought down, but not before collecting a 1st down.
Rittman's had a long drive here, Storm, in the 2nd quarter. They've had it for about 7 minutes and trying to punch this in for 6. I think at this point, 4 down territory. You're trying to get this in the end zone. You can't kick field goals against this tough Hillsdale offense, and we'll see if the Indians offense get in the end zone. They're going to throw it. It'll be incomplete, but that throw was a little behind the receiver, Storm, and really had to make him go to the ground. And I think he was one that kind of thrown up in the air, kind of like a fade ball. Wasn't able to hit with his right receiver there on that connection.
He had about I mean, he was right at the end zone line when that ball was thrown. I think if he fades it over the top, I think the Rittman receiver has a pretty good chance at it. Nevertheless, though, that's going to bring up second down for the Indians offense. A little surprised to see them go away from the run on the first play. They do it again. They toss it in route. And that one's going to be picked off by the Hillsdale defensive line. And a huge stop here for the Falcons.
Wow, Storm, you couldn't even really tell from our angle what happened. We just saw the Falcons team out there kind of just start turning and burning, trying to go to the end zone, and an interception there for Hillsdale. And what a crucial play that's going to be in this football game.
Let's take one more look at it. I'm trying to get a number there. It's tipped initially at the line by number 15, Jake Haven. And then it's caught by somebody else, but it's a mystery. I'm not sure who that is, but regardless, that is a huge stop for a Hillsdale Falcons offense who is having a tough time on defense.
So, Storm, we go back to the question. Favorite villain. Did you give a final answer?
Yeah, it's a toss-up between Michael Myers and Jason. I think that they're both really cool. I think they're both icons. Michael Myers is definitely more
I feel like Michael Myers is Halloween.
When you think Halloween, I mean the movie's named Halloween.
Yeah.
What about you? I know you're a big Michael Myers fan, right?
He would be up there, but I don't think he's my one, Storm. I don't think you're going to like my answer. I feel like you're either going to love my answer or you're going to hate my answer. We'll get it after this play. It's also coming down out there now.
Yeah, Jesus, this one's going to be a handoff to Sloan on the outside. Nothing going there as that's going to bring up third down.
So, Storm, my favorite, if I had to pick, would probably be the Joker.
Is the Joker a Halloween thing?
Well, I'm just saying, I said villain.
Oh,
technically
so it doesn't have to be Halloween.
No. That's why I was like,
oh, no, I like that answer then. I have a way better. Let me think a little bit. I have a way better villain.
I still think Michael Myers would probably be number 2 for me.
Let me think. I have a way better villain. I know I do. As Fickes takes a snap, rolls out to his right, looks to pass. Now he wants to keep it. Uncorks this one. Picked off by Rittman. Jackson Miller.
Is a flag, Storm, on the play. I'm not sure who it's against. And now some players kind of getting into it down there on the field. Not sure what's going on. I believe that's
Fickes.
McFadden and Fickes down there.
Oh, no, you're right, McFadden.
I couldn't see if the call was on the return, Storm, or if the flag was on, before the interception. So it's going to be a sideline warning against Rittman. So that play will stand, Storm. Interception here for Rittman here on the road, and 3:55 remaining in this half. See what they can do here. Look at the rain, too.
2 turnovers there as it is coming down. And if I had to play in this rain, I'd be a little mad, too. So I can't blame any of the players for getting a little upset. I hate being wet. Yeah. I hate when my clothes are wet. I hate when it's, hot and, moist outside. I would be pretty mad, too. I'm not going to lie.
I played in a torrential downpour storm my last game that I ever played, and it was the most fun I've ever had playing football in my entire life. So I don't think you really think about it. I just think it's just kind of like one of those things that, it's just kind of happening. You don't really, put 2 and 2 together. You're kind of just out there just playing and kind of forgetting, about the elements.
I feel like once I went to halftime.
Now, once I went to the sideline, I would get stiff and because it was freezing cold too.
I hate when you step and you feel the puddle in your shoe. Oh, it makes me so mad. As Lauk hands this one off again to Artie. That's going to bring up third down and manageable.
We're getting Jones in on 3.
So how big, Garrett, would it be with 2:55 left to go for there to be at least a tie, but maybe even a 1-point advantage for Rittman.
We're going back to that formation storm.
With Artie here at running back, he takes the snap.
Look at the big fella.
Oh, my goodness. We take a look at this one. See, this looks like a tush push here.
I love when teams just get behind their guys, Storm, and really just pound the rock, and exactly what Rittman's doing here. Now they get a first down, too, and I would expect them to try to run this ball out and really get to the halftime with, either a touchdown here or some points, and really not give Hillsdale another opportunity here in this half.
So another one, Artie.
Here's where the rain's playing a factor, Storm.
Artie decided to dribble that one, show off a little bit, but no gain there is going to bring up second down.
Curious if Trevor Klein at Hillsdale would elect to start calling some timeouts. Because I think Rittman's following that strategy, Storm, of really not wanting to give Hillsdale the ball back here before the halftime break. But at the same time, also trying to get some points.
Lauk looking over to the direction of Carson Smith. I'm going to blame that one on the Butterfingers, Garrett. The pregame Butterfinger candies. As that's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Garrett, it's probably 4th. Can you kick a field goal in this rain?
I mean, look at this storm. It's coming down out here. Fans have got the umbrellas out. It's getting real down there.
Weather said it was supposed to clear up after 6.
Thank
the
Lord I'm not up top.
I think your camera would be fully submerged in that garbage bag up there.
Penalty against Rittman, Storm. So that not very ideal there. So now it's going to be about 2nd and 15, and now at this rate, I think you're just trying to get some points. You kind of just say screw it with the clock. Just try to get some points here on this drive, and it's going to be tough to throw the football now. So let's see what they go here on offense.
Lauk takes a snap, looks over to his right, checks back left.
I sniffed that one out. Hillsdale was all over that one, Storm. They just rolled the quarterback out to the right. They're trying to do a little misdirection, a little window dressing, some would say, on that one, and little throwback to the running back for screen. Love the play call, but better defense there from the Falcons sniffing it out.
I think, Garrett, at this point, you just run it. Pass isn't working. I think you want to – well, hold on.
Another penalty, Storm? No, another penalty.
Rittman just, walked really far back.
I think it depends on how confident you are in your kicker here too, Storm. Because if you are, I think you just run this football. You try to get 3 points on the board, but, it is – the rain is lit up a little bit. It's lit up a little bit, but not much. Still a decent sprinkle out there.
So Lauk takes a snap, looking to pass, feels the pressure. He's going to take off using his legs, cuts back, has some space, dancing towards the end zone, will get the first down, hits the pylon, touchdown Rittman.
Wow, Storm, what a run right there from Lauk, riding out to the right side. Couldn't find anything, cutting across the grain, in for 6, and they absolutely needed those points right there to get back in this football game.
I mean, there's 4 Falcons there. They had him dead to right as we take a look. Does he cross?
Oh, he's in, Storm.
And he does. He crosses the end zone line. Correct call on the field. And Rittman now with an opportunity to take a 1-point lead. Late blocker lining the front of the field for Rittman. As the snap is there, hold is down, almost blocked, a moonshot, and it goes in. Oh, my goodness. What a PAT, the most breathtaking PAT you'll see probably in your lifetime.
That was unreal, Storm.
Just an absolute moon ball. That thing ricocheted off the moon. And we're going to take a quick break. Rittman leads 7-6. We'll be right back after this.
Furniture, celebrating 100 years in the furniture business, displaying all the latest styles by manufacturers such as Bassett, Flex Steel, Mohawk Flooring, Dutch Craft Bedding and more. With free delivery setup and removal, make your next movie night comfortable with Fickes Furniture. Quality furniture at an affordable price. Visit our Jeromesville location or visit us online at fickesfurniture.com.
Storm, they got the onside kick
Oh
here.
my goodness, welcome back to the Hillsdale High School. I'm in awe right now as we take a look at this replay on the kickoff. The trick play looking like the Indianapolis Colts there. As Rittman's going to have another opportunity to score before halftime.
Wow, Storm. I mean, I'm speechless. I was kind of so, we just got back from break, was getting ready for the kickoff, just a routine kickoff. But Rittman coming out with the onside kick, trying to get some points before the half. Wow, what a play, and what a gutsy play call, too.
So Rittman only with 2 timeouts left and $1:18 on the scoreboard. They hand this one off. Nothing there. And Garrett, you got to think if Rittman doesn't score any points, I think they're going to be a little upset that they might have wasted that good onside kick play.
Well, I think it's a win if you can at least run this clock out and not give Hillsdale a chance on offense, Storm, because they're dying to try to go down there and get some points after they let up that touchdown run. So we'll see what they do here. They're not in a huge rush, Storm. I mean, they got a little bit of tempo, but it's nice play right there from the DN, getting his hands up and knocking that one down. So now brings up an interesting 3rd and 10 here.
Look like Aiden Hutchinson, or maybe even Dikembe Mutombo getting up there blocking that shot. The clock stops on that one. Garrett, I think you just kind of run the ball here, make Hillsdale burn a timeout. I think you're happy with that, as you had mentioned.
I think Hillsdale's going to definitely call a timeout, too. I could be wrong, but they will just run it. But they're going to get more, Storm. They're going to get a first down here, and they will. They're in plus territory.
So the offensive line there from Rittman, Parton defenders like the Red Sea, as that's Artie on the big first down gain. Clock stops on a first down.
And the clock stops, Storm, until they're set, and then the clock will run, so they elected to spike that. And it's interesting, too, because I'm curious where they go with this football here, Storm, because the passing game really hasn't been working. It's been that rushing attack, whether it is the QB or Sonego. So we'll see where they go here. They're going to line up in shotgun.
So Lauk takes the snap, rolls to his left, looking downfield, keeps it himself. That's going to definitely be a flag. I think he was almost 2 full yards past the line of scrimmage before he let that fly.
So not what they wanted here, Storm. They had a great opportunity to at least try to get a field goal attempt here, but this one's going to set them back a little bit, so might have to rethink the strategy here.
I think what's even worse is the time you took off the clock, Garrett. That was a 10-second play right there. You went from having 35 to 25, and you have even more yards to go. So 3rd and forever here. This is where Rittman picked up their first down last play, or last set of downs, excuse me. See what they have up their sleeve for this one. Take the snap, hand it off, trying to bounce it outside. Be a small pickup. That'll make it 4th down. It looks like Rittman might just let this one run to half.
I think they will.
So after 2 quarters of play in some wacky football, 7-6 your score at halftime. Rittman.
I think we're – hold on, Storm. I think we got a clock stoppage here.
We got a timeout?
I think we might.
Rittman uses a timeout here.
Yeah, Rittman uses a timeout, so
8 seconds to go here before halftime.
1.8 seconds remain. Not totally sure why that timeout was called.
You think they're going to take the field goal?
I'm not sure if maybe the play clock. I guess it wouldn't really matter, so this is interesting. I don't really know if they're in field goal range. I mean, that's a tough kick. And these elements too.
I mean, you might as well try, right? It has lightened up a little bit, but that rain, I mean, that is – it is coming down horizontal.
Yeah. If you kick the field goal, though, too, Storm, you let the opportunity for Hillsdale to get a guy back there to possible return like a Jarvis or, a Fickes or a McFadden. So maybe try to take a shot to the end zone here. I think they are going to try that. Or if you don't even want to put the ball at risk, Storm, you just run backwards, and as soon as the clock's done, you just drop. Another timeout call here. This was from Hillsdale.
So I think they wanted to kind of see what was going to happen, what they were going to come out and line up in. And
it's not as bad as it was, Storm. The rain, that is.
I was like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I definitely think I would agree with that. I think it's going to be let up just enough for me to be able to go potty here at halftime. I don't know why I do it to myself, Garrett. I drink like 4 bottles of water pregame. And then I sitting here doing my little dance as the second half clock runs out. So do you think, Garrett, that they're going to take a shot deep?
I think the timeout was called for a reason, Storm. So I'm thinking it's got to be at least a shot deep, but I'm not totally really sure. I mean, they're lined up like they're going to throw this football, obviously, but I wouldn't be surprised if the QB just kind of runs backwards and takes a knee. We'll see what he does here.
So here we go. Lauk drops back, rolls to his left. They're going to take a shot at the end zone. He uncorks it. 3 Rittman down there, and that one is – he caught it! Touchdown! Oh, my goodness, on the Hail Mary. Rittman with the desperation heave. The tiptoe cheese.
Oh, my, Storm. I couldn't believe my eyes.
Look at this replay. Lauk uncorks it. And that, not even.
There was a ref, too, on that back line, Storm. He got a perfect view of that. Wow.
Oh, my goodness. Dak mutters going up, saying, "Give me that," and taking it with goose eggs on the scoreboard. The kick, not so great, but we'll take one more look at this before we go to halftime. I mean, check this out. Ball's tipped right there. Caught, and the awareness to keep the toes in bound. And that is going to send us to halftime with our score 13-6 in favor of Rittman. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with our halftime show.
Are you ready for the comeback?
Fickes Furniture, celebrating 100 years in the furniture business, displaying all the latest styles by manufacturers such as Bassett, Flex Steel, Mohawk Flooring, Dutch Craft Bedding, and more. With free delivery setup and removal, make your next movie night comfortable with Fickes Furniture. Quality furniture at an affordable price. Visit our Jeromesville location or visit us online at fickesfurniture.com.
Man, I wish I was out there.
Let's unretire.
Why not?
Hey, Grandpa!
Grandpa.
I still got it.
Hey, I need that senior discount.
I'm good right here, bro.
Unretirement? Who'd be dumb enough to do that?
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
Happy Halloween!
Hey ho, let's go! Tonight we are excited to share with you our senior show. To begin, we play for you the Blitzkrieg Bop, a 1976 debut hit for the Pope and the Ramones. The next tune features our head majorette, Emily Richards, who will be performing a 2009 song from the band Skillet. Do you feel like a monster? To conclude our show this evening, we bring to you a hit that is sure to get you up on your feet. Dance with us to the tune picked and choreographed by our senior band members, Emily, Olivia, Bruce, Alyssa, and Lisa, and sick beats composed by our percussion ensemble. Now walk it off by yourself. This is the Cupid Shuffle. you're not doing anything tomorrow night, come on to Rittman for the 31st Rittman Band Review. Come see some great marching bands. And I want to thank the people of Hillsdale. You got one heck of a public address system.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the 2023 Hillsdale Falcon Marching Band. Tonight we are bringing you our senior show, followed by a glow show at the end of the game. So please stick around after the game to see the hard work the students have put in. Our first song is a song that is known by gamers all around the world. The main theme from this 2011 game is one that is still played often today. Enjoy the main theme from The Elder Scrolls V, Dragonborn. For our next song, we're going to take you for a ride. This song was recorded for the Pixar movie Cars, released in 2006. Since then, it has been certified platinum 6 times in the U.S. Here is Life is a Highway. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the 2023 Hillsdale Falcon Marching Band. Once again, please stay after the game to see the completion of our senior show with a glow show. After normal activities have been completed, the lights will go out for approximately 6 minutes. The Hillsdale Falcon Marching Band thanks you for your encouragement of music education in your schools and schools around the nation. The Hillsdale Falcon Marching Band tonight is under the direction of Rachel Kelly, Flag Director, Elizabeth Terwilliger, Percussion Director, D.R. Hutt, Assistant Band Director, and Alan Terwilliger as Head Band Director.
Are you ready for the comeback?
Fickes Furniture, celebrating 100 years in the furniture business, displaying all the latest styles by manufacturers such as Bassett, Flex Steel, Mohawk Flooring, Dutch Craft Bedding and more. With free delivery setup and removal, make your next movie night comfortable with Fickes Furniture, quality furniture at an affordable price. Visit our Jeromesville location or visit us online at fickesfurniture.com.
Man, I wish I was out there.
Let's unretire. That's why I'm at.
Hey, Grandpa!
Grandpa? I still got it. Hey, I need that senior discount.
I'm good right here, bro.
Unretirement? Who'd be dumb enough to do that?
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Take a look at all the action from Friday night football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
Happy Halloween!
Hello and welcome to our Simonson Construction Services, Inc. halftime show, where we have the Rittman Indians on top of the Hillsdale Falcons 13-3. Let's not waste any time and get right into these halftime stats. What jumps off the page to me, Garrett, is not only the penalties and the turnovers, but the total yards here for both sides. Rittman with the edge in that category, and I think it's in much part due to, let's see if I got it queued up, this play right here.
Yes, I was going to skip the halftime stats. I think the first half boils down to this play right as time, would be close to finishing out in that second quarter. A Hail Mary pass for a score storm with 1.8 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Take another look at it. Look at the tippy toe toe drag swag cheese storm in the back of the end zone. And the back line judge was right there, too. So he had to get a foot down. He had a great shot on it. It's kind of hard to see with all the bodies and chaos there. But if he's able to hold on, Storm, I mean, that's – it looks like clear evidence to me. I think he is in. And if he's got, possession of football, I mean, what a play for Rittman coming in here on the road. Hillsdale really didn't even touch the ball in that second quarter. I think they only had one possession, and then Rittman had the rest of it, and the one possession was the interception. So Rittman trying to steal one here on the road, Storm, here on senior night.
And Garrett, real quickly before we take another break here on our Simonson Construction Services halftime show, what do you think Hillsdale's going to need to do? They kind of had a good thing going there in the first quarter. Then it kind of flamed out. It kind of burned out a little bit. What do you think they have to adjust?
I just think they got to get the ball back. They didn't have that many possessions, as I just alluded to just a second ago. And I mean, one or two possessions in that second quarter. Other than that, Rittman controlled the entire period and the entire quarter and was able to go down there and get 2 touchdowns and take the lead too. And they missed the PAT. That's really what is fortunate for Hillsdale is they're only down here just a possession here, just 7 points. So they have a chance to get back in this football game. They're going to receive the second half kickoff, so they have a chance for them to go down there and try to tie this thing up.
So that's going to do it for our Simonson Construction Services Incorporated halftime show. We're going to take a quick break, and on the other side of this break, we're going to have second half action coming your way next.
Are you ready for the comeback?
Fickes Furniture, celebrating 100 years in the furniture business, displaying all the latest styles by manufacturers such as Bassett, Flex Steel, Mohawk Flooring, Dutch Craft Bedding, and more. With free delivery setup and removal, make your next movie night comfortable with Fickes Furniture. Quality furniture at an affordable price. Visit our Jeromesville location or visit us online at fickesfurniture.com.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Hello and welcome back to Hillsdale High School, where the Falcons will receive the ball out of the halftime break. Storm Bluntschly joined by the illustrious Garret Parlett And Garrett, I think the talk of the town here on the OH report is going to be that Hail Mary. I know we already talked about it, but wow.
Yeah, Storm, that was absolutely wild. I think that we're going to throw that in the ring for play of the night, Storm, or call of the night. That is on the pigskin here in just a couple hours. But, another replay of it. I know we've replayed it a lot, but, that's up for candidate for play of the year, not only call of the night here on the pigskin.
Especially if Rittman holds on and can win. That would have been the game changer. But not if Jack Fickes and company have anything to say about it as they take the field for their first offensive possession off of the kick out of bounds penalty from Rittman.
See if they can get some sustained here, Storm. They really haven't had the football much after that first quarter. Rittman really dominated and controlled the entire clock in that second quarter. See if Fickes, Jarvis, and Sloan can get something going here. It's going to be a handoff here.
And they do hand that one off on the jet sweep to Jarvis, who gets a very healthy gain on that one. Another first down for the Falcons.
We talked to Fickes, Storm, a couple times this season, just throughout the MVP interviews, and he's always alluded to Jarvis being a pivotal player for this football team. He's a leader. He's a senior. He's one of those older guys that, those young guys rely on. And not only is he a great leader, Storm, he's also a great football player and a great runner with the football you saw in that last play.
So 1st and 10 here for the Falcons. Fickes in shotgun, sends Jarvis in motion, hands this one off to Sloan. Sloan breaks a tackle, hits the edge. He's got a first down and a little bit more down the sideline. So Garrett, a little deja vu. This is exactly how their first drive in the first half started.
Yes, they love to run the football, and they love to run those sweeps to the outside to some of those quick guys like Jarvis and Sloan. And this time it was Sloan's turn to get the first down as the Falcons are moving here in Falcon country.
1st and 10 once again for Fickes and his squad. Takes a snap, hands it off. Jarvis has got a big hole to run through. He's rumbling and bumbling his way to the first down. The chain gang on the move.
Man, Storm, this Hillsdale offensive line and company, they're moving bodies out there and carving up massive holes for these running backs to run through. This one, was between the tackles. That was Jarvis again. He likes to run in between those tackles, Storm, and for good reason. 3rd first down of the drive here for the Falcons.
I want to hear what kind of halftime speech Trevor Klein had drawn up there for the halftime break, because he's got his guys inspired, as this is going to be another handoff to Jarvis. Breaking tackles, dragging defenders. We'll see if that's going to be enough for a first down. I don't think it's going to be, but what a run from Jarvis.
You can kind of see just the difference coming out here in the second half of whatever Coach Klein said, Storm, that kind of got into this guy, got into these guys and kind of got them motivated because, they're moving the football at will. There's nobody in the backfield for Rittman to try to make a tackle for loss.
Even when they do, it just kind of seems like Jarvis is going to run them over. As Fickes lining up the troops off the Trevor Klein call. Fickes in shotgun, sends Jarvis in motion. Sloan now will be swallowed in the backfield. Great.
Commentator's jinx?
A little bit, Garrett, as that was some great speed off the ball from the Rittman defense.
As soon as I mentioned that this Hillsdale offensive line was, moving that defensive line, yards down the field, this time able to get in the backfield and get a tackle for loss and set back this Hillsdale offense, and now brings up about 3rd and 7, excuse me.
Sorry, on the scoreboard, it is 3rd down for the Falcons. They send Jarvis in motion. They hand it off to him. He's going to be caught up in the backfield. And I feel a little bit bad, Garrett, and I can't help but partly feel responsible for this 4th down here for the Falcons.
See where they go, Storm. I think, A.J. Brown, he can kick here from this distance. I believe Hillsdale's kicker, that is. See if they elect to keep the offense on the field, and I think they're going to. It's about 4th and 6. They got about a yard out of that last play. Really didn't go anywhere. Do they open up the aerial attack here on this big drive? 4th down coming.
I think the rain has subsided, so we'll see what they elect to do. Fickes, a little 3-step drop, takes off with it, uses his legs. He's just
gonna barely get it. Yeah,
they're going to give him the first down, so great play awareness there from Fickes as he's able to pick up the first down.
He just barely got it, too, Storm, by about a yard or two. Just snuck across, and now first and goal here. See where Hillsdale go. It's been run, 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 Storm. I wouldn't be surprised if there is a play action here towards the end of this drive.
I mean, yeah, at some point you got to catch that defense cheating up, get something over the top off the play action. Fickes with Sloan there, sends Jarvis in motion, hands it off to Jarvis. He's got a hole up the middle, dragging a defender with him. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line, but still a gain. Second down and goal.
Storm, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And right now, the rushing attack for Hillsdale is wearing down this defensive line of Rittman, and they're really getting great opportunities to try to cash in here. This one from the 3-yard line. Let's see if they can do so.
It's definitely 4-down territory, I feel like, no matter what, here for the Falcons. Jarvis in motion once again. Fickes takes the snap, takes off, tries to hit the edge, and does. Touchdown, Hillsdale. Fickes with the scamper.
And Fickes, Storm, he lives in that end zone. Every time I feel like we come out here to Falcon Country, this guy's getting into the end zone. And another touchdown here and a pivotal one to try to tie the excuse me.
To try to tie this.
Yeah, there you go, Storm.
Try to tie this one up.
Yeah, just down 1 point now. So this PAT is costly. They missed their first one. Let's see if they can cash in here.
And for those of you of gambling age, did anybody have Fickes two-plus rushing touchdowns? As that one is up and good. Cashes, so we're going to take a quick break. 13-13 your score here in the third quarter. We'll be right back after this.
Fickes Furniture, celebrating 100 years in the furniture business, displaying all the latest styles by manufacturers such as Bassett, Flex Steel, Mohawk Flooring, Dutch Craft Bedding, and more. With free delivery setup and removal, make your next movie night comfortable with Fickes Furniture, quality furniture at an affordable price. Visit our Jeromesville location or visit us online at fickesfurniture.com.
Yeah, it's the comeback. Are you ready for the comeback?
Hello and welcome back to Hillsdale High School. Storm Bluntschly joined by the illustrious Garret Parlett. That kick is bobbled. Rittman able to recover, gets to the sideline. And I feel like, Garrett, that this is the worst starting field position we've seen for either of these teams so far here tonight.
Yeah, a couple turnovers here for each side, and Rittman now got to go respond to Hillsdale's touchdown drive, Storm, where they made it look pretty easily. We'll see if Hillsdale's defense can stand tall here as Rittman's offense is going to come out here for the first time in the second half.
It's going to be first down for the Indians. With 6:56 left to go here in the third quarter. That Hillsdale drive took up about half of the third quarter. This one's going to be a run from Artie. Really nothing there, so it's going to be about 2nd and 9, 2nd and 8. And Garrett, I feel like the Hillsdale defense has not been – they've been great, I feel like. It's just been a couple turnovers, some kind of fluky plays, some people might say, that have kind of led to these 13 points. So we'll see if the Rittman offense can get something going. Lauk takes the snap, hands it off. This time it's going to be Dak Mutters. Make it about 3rd and 5.
Crucial down here, right? Because Hillsdale's got all the momentum coming out of half. They got that touchdown on their first drive, and they did it really with ease. Rittman gives the ball right back to Hillsdale. You know, it could spell trouble here in this one. Home crowd's going to get involved even more now the rain stops. So, you know, the fans are they're getting out of their seats now, Storm. They kind of were hiding under the umbrellas. Not anymore.
Lauk sends a man in motion, keeps it himself. I think he's going to be just short of the line to gain. And that's going to bring up 4th down. Kind of an interesting call here, Garrett.
With the way Rittman's been playing, man, I mean, they've been playing on the edge. That onside kick recovery, Storm, had the Hail Mary for a touchdown, and they were going to say 4th down, so I think they're going to punt this one away. I think the punt team's coming on the field.
That is 4th and 1, Garrett, but that is a 4th and pretty long one. As you do see the punting unit on the field for Rittman. That one almost disaster for Rittman as it gets away. Hillsdale recovers it. They're going to have some room on the edge. They cut back inside. And they'll start up at about the 45-yard line.
What a play from the punter right there, Storm, just to get that football off. Kind of bobbled it. A little bit of butterfingers back there at the halftime break, but now sets up Hillsdale on their second drive. They scored on their first drive. Just a couple plays, too, and is mainly all rushing from Jarvis, Sloan, and, of course, Jack Fickes, who punched it in for 6. So they tied this thing up. Now they're trying to go try to take the lead.
Some halftime score updates here. How about this one, Garrett? The Blue Devils and the Blue Devils and the Bulldogs, the Devil Dog game, tied at 6 at halftime.
You know, so when those rivalries happen, you know, East Knox a very solid team too. You know, they started off kind of slow, but got it going towards the end of the year. And look at the big fella right there with the huge tackle, but kind of throw the records out the window when it comes to, you know, rivalry like the Devil Dog game.
Fredericktown on top of Centerburg 14-0. Colonel Crawford dismantling Buckeye Central 31-0. And the Northmore up on Loudonville 21-0, and the rest of the picture is too blurry to read. I think those were all KMAC scores. So there's your KMAC scores for all you KMAC Travises out there. As Fickes takes a shot downfield. He's got a man open, pitch and catch. That's too easy for Hayden McFadden. Touchdown, Falcons. Excuse me.
Wow, Storm. I mean, we kind of talked about it. They needed to hit one of these play-action passes, and right there they did. It was run, 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 run. And finally, Jack Fickes hits up his number one target, McFadden, there on the outside, who had about 2 yards of separation. Tremendous pass from Fickes, and another touchdown here for the Falcons as they're trying to pull away here at home on senior night in the camo unis.
So 19-13 your score now. Hillsdale trying to pull away here in this third quarter. That's 12 at the moment unanswered. Make that 13 unanswered as we're going to take a quick break. The Falcons are on top 20-13 over Rittman.
Fickes Furniture, celebrating 100 years in the furniture business, displaying all the latest styles by manufacturers such as Bassett, Flex Steel, Mohawk Flooring, Dutch Craft Bedding, and more. With free delivery setup and removal, make your next movie night comfortable with Fickes Furniture, quality furniture at an affordable price. Visit our Jeromesville location or visit us online at fickesfurniture.com.
It's the comeback. Are you ready for the comeback?
Hello and welcome back to Hillsdale High School, where the Falcons taking a commanding lead off of this Fickes pitch and catch to McFadden. Storm Bluntschly joined by the illustrious Garret Parlett. And Garrett, Hillsdale now getting the offense clicking.
Yeah, Storm on back-to-back drives to start this second half. They got the ball first coming out of the half. Were able to march down the field, and that one was used, with a rushing attack from Jarvis to Sloan to Fickes, who ended up punching in for 6. This time on the next drive, Storm, they get the stop. It's Fickes through the aerial attack, Storm, to McFadden for a touchdown. We talked about it on that last drive. They needed to maybe hit a play-action pass, and they did, and this one went for 6. Is now a 13-point swing out of the halftime break, as it'll be a handoff here. Big-time hit stick, too, from the Falcons D.
Garrett, I know for a fact we've talked about this before, but there are roughly 200 people currently watching us live and free here on the OH Report. What percentage would you say just watches with us muted?
I would say like 60.
I was going to say probably 60%.
I think we're fun, though. I think we're fun. We're different. I think we're entertaining.
That's pretty – that's 40%. That's like 80 people still listening to us. That's pretty wild. I don't know if I would – I
can't listen to myself.
Yeah. I think after the first quarter I would mute us. As Rittman trying to open up the passing game there. It's not going to work. And speaking of Rittman – rain causing a little mud because they're kind of spinning tires out there, Garrett. I missed it. I
was so confused why you reacted like that.
On the last Hillsdale touchdown, I should have said all
no,
that camera.
Wait.
Wait. There's still a lot of time.
Yeah, they might get another one. You got to wait.
If not, I'll mention it. But I had a pretty good call lined up. So it's 3rd and about 6. As Rittman rolls out. Pitch and catch is complete for the first down. Their first down of the half, coming with 2:54 left here in the third quarter.
And this has got to be a sustained drive here for Rittman. Storm, they at least got to flip the field position because right now Hillsdale's offense is firing really on all cylinders. Got to try to pick up a couple first downs if you're not going to score, because right now it's just been a struggle for that Rittman D to get off the field.
So late substitution here for Rittman as Lauk has it. Hands this one off to Artie, and that's going to be a small gain, bringing up 2nd down. And Garrett, there just hasn't been as much, I feel like, confidence in the running game here in the second half as there was in the first.
I think a lot of the momentum has been lost now. A lot of the confidence might have, went out of these guys. 2 minutes remain here in the third quarter. But this Hillsdale offense is really flipped the entire game, and the defense too for Hillsdale forced a couple turnovers on downs. And now we'll see if Rittman can get something going. And they've been going to this rushing attack. Ooh! And big-time hit right there. That was on 2nd down, too. It's going to bring up 3rd down here for Rittman, and they absolutely need this one.
Saw that run from Artie right up the gut, met by a brick wall as he is brought down for 3rd and short.
I think it's 4-down territory here, Storm.
With how much time Hillsdale is able to take off the clock on their drives, I definitely think you're playing with 4 downs in your back pocket.
Third quarter's already almost melted away, so at this point, possessions are going to get tight, and you're not going to have many of them. As they bring in that big fella once again, Storm, see if he can try to lead the way, and let's see if they can get it, and they will.
What a block!
1st down, Indians.
Artie picking up the 1st down, but check out the block. I think that's number 55. I mean, what are you supposed to do? So a tremendous block there from Johnny Methanveen. Methanveen? Metheny. I can't tell if it's a V or a Y. But a great block nonetheless, Garrett. Is that what you look like out there blocking? You were.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's all conference for a reason, buddy.
So 1st and 10 here for the Indians. Artie trying to bounce it outside. There's some laundry on the field. Artie still on his feet. He gets to the secondary. One man to beat. He's brought down, and that's going to be a horse collar tackle, but I think we're also going to get a hold.
These might offset.
Take a look at the replay. Hillsdale had Artie dead to rights in the backfield. Somehow able to break it off for a big game as we take a look at the refs.
Definitely going to be a holding, yeah. That was thrown in the backfield. And it's going to be a horse collar tackle, so.
And those penalties offset.
So they're just going to move the football back, Storm, and basically just be first down again.
Wow, okay. I thought that meant the play was going to stay where it was. Like where they, Well, I'm sorry, Artie, because that was one heck of a run. So 1st and 10 here at the 49.9 yard line.
I think that's going to be the quarter here. I don't think they're going to play off. Just 6 seconds remain. Really no rush either. So that'll be the quarter. Storm Hillsdale with a 13-point swing.
Yeah, they are on top of the Rittman Indians 20-13. We got plenty of live and free high school football coming your way. You're not going to want to miss this finish. Coming up next.
Are you ready for the comeback?
Fickes Furniture, celebrating 100 years in the furniture business, displaying all the latest styles by manufacturers such as Bassett, Flex Steel, Mohawk Flooring, Dutch Craft Bedding, and more. With free delivery setup and removal, make your next movie night comfortable with Fickes Furniture. Quality furniture at an affordable price. Visit our Jeromesville location or visit us online at fickesfurniture.com.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Hello and welcome back to Hillsdale High School, where we're in for an exciting finish. As on 1st and 10, there's going to be nothing there. Garrett, it was a quick third quarter, as Hillsdale pretty much held on to it for the majority of the frame.
Yes, from Hillsdale had 2 touchdowns in that third period, and they came out and scored on their first drive and then got a stop and then scored again to take the lead, and they made it look super easy too. So Rittman getting some points here on this drive I think is pretty critical. They haven't scored since that Hail Mary to end that first half. They've been pretty quiet here in the second half. Got a couple first downs in this drive. Now 2nd and 10. What's they do here on this drive?
This is going to be a handoff here, and I believe that's Artie, and he's going to get swallowed in the secondary. Gonna bring up 3rd and manageable.
20, Smith, the ball carrier.
I think it's 4-down territory here, Storm. You're across midfield. You're in Hillsdale territory. And considering how Hillsdale's offense has been on fire in the third quarter, you really haven't had an answer for him. You haven't been able to get a stop. So I think at this point, you're not necessarily going for the entire chunk of 5 yards. Maybe you're just going for 3 or 4. Get something out of this play. Make it easier on yourself on 4th down.
Here we go with the pass. That one's up and incomplete there. And Garrett, I think I would have liked to see Rittman elect to run that one, as you mentioned. You don't have to pick up the entire 5 on that play. You could have ran it for 2, maybe 3, even 4.
They're going to punt it.
Wow. I don't know if I would do the same here with just 10:30 left to go here in the 4th.
I get the premise of pinning them deep in their own territory, but in a game you're really buying possessions and trying to get a possession at all you can. I don't know if I'd allow this Hillsdale offense that have scored on both their drives here in the second half to get it back. A nice move there on the punt return, but we'll see if this Rittman defense can stand tall once again.
Well, I mean, they punted from the 50-yard line, and they're starting at the 30. I mean, that's only you're only giving 20. You know what I mean?
It's a tough call because, if you give the football back to Hillsdale at about the 45, it makes it easier for them. But at the same time, the defense for Rittman's been struggling here in the second half. But you can always tip your cap to the first half where they were able to hold them to 6 points. So see if they can get back to maybe that first half of that defense that really made it hard on Jack Fickes in that backfield.
So we'll see what the Rittman defense has adjusted to here in the fourth quarter. Fickes in shotgun, takes the snap, pitches it out. That's going to be Sloan trying to hit the edge. He does. There's a flag on the field. As it stands, that's going to be a first down, but I think that's coming back.
Storm, when you see those flags come out back there behind the line of scrimmage like that, it's almost 99.9% a hold. And, holding happens almost every single play, I would say, as an former offensive lineman, Storm. It's just how good you are at hiding it because, it's pretty tough to just block a guy without grabbing any kind of jersey, but especially with the gloves these guys, wear these kind of days, is now the rain has picked back up. Storm is the entire Hillsdale side, all just popped an umbrella at the same exact time.
That was like a movie scene there. As soon as the first one started, every umbrella down there got opened. First down here, Sloan will make it second down and forever now, as I see the rain become a factor here once again as it is starting to downpour. Thank goodness we have such good drainage on this new Hillsdale turf, Garrett.
Yeah, Storman. With that holding call, it sets Hillsdale back. 2nd and 20, they got 4 yards on that carry, and that helps out that Rittman defense, Storm. So maybe that punt decision from the coach and the coaching staff is going to come back to be a good decision here. See if Hillsdale can dig themselves out of this, this big hole.
So another run here. Jarvis, the ball carrier, brings up third down. Garrett, do you pass here?
I think you keep it on the ground here, Storm. You play it safe. I mean, it's third and forever. There's really no point to try to put the ball in harm's way. And I think another element to this, obviously the rain, we've talked about it, but when you go to try to tackle those ball carriers, you can't really just try to grab onto jersey at this point because you're just going to slide right off. You can't really grab onto any limbs, any arms. You really got to wrap up and kind of form tackle and grab at the waist and try to drag those guys down because guys will run through, those arm tackles. But 3rd and 14, let's see if Fickes in that backfield can do. And looks like it could have been a pass, Storm, but it will be a run, and that'll be a high tackle. I don't know if he got the collar there. I think that's a good call. I don't think he got his hand in that horse collar area, Storm. I think it was a little bit of a high tackle, a dangerous play, but nonetheless, it will bring out 4th down.
So you see that left arm of the defender right there. That's that. I think that's around the shoulder. I think that's a clean tackle and a good no call there from the ref on 3rd down. So 4th and forever here, and Rittman's going to get the ball back with some good field position.
Get about midfield too, Storm. Punt was a high one. They're going to get it about the 46, 47-yard line. So Rittman's offense, they decided to punt that one away, Storm. They kind of got lucky with that offensive holding, but good decision nonetheless.
And Garrett, kicking has been a big issue so far in this one. Punting, PAT-wise, things have not been going well for the kickers tonight on both sides. And that'll come up pivotal, Garrett, as you saw the ref right there. Make an impressive one-handed catch. Check this out. Just off frame, but an impressive feat of athleticism there from the referees, as this is going to set up 1st down for Rittman.
I think it might be a raining, Storm, as hard as it's been all night long. I think the ball has to go into the gut of Artie, the running back, and it will here on the 1st down. Brings up about 2nd and 8. Not a big gain there on 1st down.
And Garrett, a little foreshadowing here. Will a PAT Another missed one maybe plague Rittman if they're able to score. They are down 7. They would need that PAT to tie. It'll be an interesting thing to look out for.
You know, I'm not a head coach, Storm, but I'm going for 2.
You think? Yeah.
I'm going for 2.
I think with the way
the rain is, and with the way the PATs have gone, there's been a couple blocks, been a couple misses. I'm not playing around with it. It's not only raining, Storm, but also that surface on the ground is, soaking wet. That turf is wet. If you get a bad snap, the ball skips back there. It's going to be tough to gather it. I just don't think there's a point in trying to play around with that. You're both in the playoffs. You're not really playing for anything other than some bragging rights and a better record and some better playoff seeding, of course. But I think you try to go for 2, Storm. You try to steal a win here on the road. If Rittman can obviously get down there and even have an opportunity to, we'll see if this Hillsdale defense stands tall.
I'm sure that there's some implication of who will play a home game here. It'll be interesting to see as this one is going to be short of the first down line to gain, Garrett. And we've been saying it for almost a whole quarter now. You have to go for it.
Yeah, coaching staff of Rittman Storm, they punted here from the last time they had it, but that was about 4 minutes ago. The clock's a little bit different now, and it's beginning to tick away from you. I like this call to keep the offense on the field, Storm. It's about 4th and 3.
I'm running it.
And I think you bring in the big fellas from Johnny.
You run that weird wildcat formation. I feel like that's always good for 3 yards. They elect to go for the pass. No room. It's going to be a push here between the lines.
Short.
I think the ball might have came out there at the end. But they are going to be well short, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So I don't know if that was a design QB run there, Garrett. It kind of looked like they were looking to pass. Lauk takes off with it, won't get the first down, and Hillsdale setting up shop at the 43.
I think it was a design pass, Storm, but the QB just decided to tuck in and run. He thought he had an open area. He got about 2 of the 3 yards he needed to get the first down, but now a lot of pressure on Rittman's defense to go to get a stop. And, clock is not in the favor of the Indians here on the road. Just 6:41 remain here in the fourth quarter.
We'll see if they can get another stop here. There's a little help from the flag as Jarvis. Big gain right there. Makes it second at about 4. 6:30 left to play here in the fourth. Hillsdale trying to cling to a 7-point lead. Their defense stepping up big here.
Solid gain there. It didn't look like there was much, Storm, but continue to run your feet and move the pile. Brings up a 2nd and 4. Now Rittman is going to be aggressive and, going for the football, try to force that ball out, try to punch the ball, try to punch it free because Hillsdale's going to take their sweet time, Storm. They're going to run the play clock all the way down every single time before snapping as now Jack Fickes will send his guy in motion and hand off the jet sweep.
Jarvis again, who was hit at, I think, the line of scrimmage, but somehow able to keep falling forward for an impressive gain and able to move the chains.
The rainstorm, it's interesting because it's not like a downpour. It's like a mist.
Yeah.
It's like a mist. So it's more kind of annoying more than really anything. But I think it's coming down the most it has so far here tonight.
I would agree with that as, Garrett, I think Rittman's going to need a fumble here. They're going to need to be aggressive here when they tackle. Fickes sends Jarvis in motion. Fickes keeps it himself. He's got a big hole up the middle, gets to the secondary, and another first down. This is the Hillsdale offense we saw in the third quarter.
They're going to try to continue to milk this clock, Storm, and try to get out of here with a win. Obviously, getting a touchdown would really help your case in doing so. Right now, they got great field position. Everything is going right for this offense. Is McFadden ditches the glove, Storm, with the rain coming down.
Can you blame him at this point in the ball game? Hey, maybe that means they're gonna go for him. Fickes hands this one off to Sloan, tries to find the edge. He's got a little bit of room to run. That's going to be 2nd and 5. 4:30 left to play here. The rain coming down in Hillsdale. Trevor Klein and company still trying to hold on to this 7-point lead. They're on offense, knocking on the doorstep of the red zone. Second down. Fickes sends Jarvis in motion. They hand it off to him. He's getting upfield. Popped at the line. Great job there from Jarvis to hold
ball
on.
pop for Storm.
I didn't hear any whistle to stop progress.
I heard no whistle, Storm.
I didn't either, as there's some confusion
Yep.
there on the field, and they
Rittman
give it to Rittman. Garrett, I was literally saying a great job by Jarvis to hold on to the football, and it gets stripped away, and Rittman with 3:48 has a little life.
It's kind of hard to see, but from our angle, so many bodies in there trying to bring Jarvis down, and here's the opportunity, Storm. I don't think Rittman's going to get another one if they cannot get any points on the board here. This is your best opportunity. You're backed up in your own territory. But, hey, at least you got a shot. That's really all you can ask for is now they get a chance. Their defense stood tall, forced a turnover. Let's see if that offense gets something going here in the second half.
And that's why they say play through the whistle, Garrett. I mean, you would assume that forward progress would be stopped there. No whistle from the ref. The ball pops out, and Rittman comes up with it with a chance to at least tie, maybe even win the ball game. But it starts here at about the 15-yard line. And this one off on the edge. Big pile push here from Rittman, as that looked like it was going to be 2nd and 5, but it's going to be more like 2nd and 3.
So now the clock, Storm, almost under 3 minutes, about 3:15 remaining here in the fourth quarter, and Rittman fortunately has those 3 timeouts, so time not a crucial factor yet, but it will begin to become one, especially because they love to run the football. Going to be a QB keeper here on the outside, but there's going to be nowhere to go for him.
Lauk keeps it. No gain, 3rd down, Garrett. I mean, you have to go for it both times. Or, excuse me, you have to go for it. I feel like even backed up this deep, you don't really have a choice. Assuming you don't get it on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think absolutely it's 4-down territory, and Rittman head coach going to like to call a timeout because of the severity of how big of this play is. But I think it's kind of what we've been saying all night. If you're going to go for it on 4th down, you don't have to get the entire 5 yards back. Try to get to 4th and 1, 4th and 2, and really make it easier on yourself. So we'll see where they go here. Rain becoming a real factor here, Storm. Now becoming kind of a downpour.
So big number 55, Garrett, he's been laying the blocks all night long. It's Mathine. And that's from Ronnie Cool. I hope that's his last name. That's
cool.
That's a cool last name.
Thank you, Ronnie.
As we see a lot of love here from the Facebook comments tonight. A lot of people saying they like watching and listening here on the OH Report. Thank you all so much for watching. It would not be possible without you guys. If it weren't for you, we'd have nobody to bring this live and free coverage to. So a big 3rd down here from Rittman. Lauk has it, passes, screen, a little pitch and catch.
A little hook and ladder.
Razzle dazzle. I think I got a little more excited than I needed to there. It's only a pickup of 4, Garrett, but still pretty exciting.
I mean, Storm, any way you can get it done, you got to get it done, and they threw a little out screen to the hook and ladder to the running back. I mean, interesting play call. I love it. Needing the yards and getting it is now a 1st down. Stops the clock for Rittman. Let's see if they can get the offense going here. Eventually the ball's going to have to be pushed down the field, Storm, through the air.
Lauk has it. He's looking to his left. Throws it back right. Screen. Garrett, he had blockers there. But unable to hold on to it because of this rain.
You know, a lot of teams run this Storm, this throwback screen. They've ran it twice here tonight, but just not able to look the ball through. He had a couple blockers out there. Unfortunate mistake there for the Indians. But at least it stops the clock, gives you a chance to kind of set up a play here and get yourself another chance to try to keep this game alive.
Yeah, as ridiculous as it sounds, you know, it's basically like you spiked it. As there's another rollout to the left here from Lauk. He's looking a little more downfield. He's got a man. What a catch! Oh, my goodness! By Dak Mutters.
This dude is unreal.
Oh, my goodness. The Spidey senses tingling for Mutters as he's able to lay out, catch the pass, and set up Rittman in plus yardage.
And I love how they did that, from how they're breaking the huddle. They're doing the speed out. They're not letting the defense really get set, as it'll be a handoff here to the running back, and somehow he squirts through and gets a decent gain. But I love the way they're coming out of the huddle, Storm. Using a lot of tempo. Usually call that a speed out. You just get to the line of scrimmage, you know, snap the ball. Don't let the defense get set. And really make it tough on your opponent to really even communicate, you know, that back end's talking to each other, but they don't really get to when you really get to the line of scrimmage and go quick.
So now Rittman with some momentum. Is this another pass? That's going to be a catch for the Indians. Just a little out route makes it third and manageable. Like we've been saying pretty much this whole fourth quarter, they're going to have 2 downs to pick up about 5 yards, Garrett. This is where their previous 2 drives have stalled out. I believe it was like right here at this yard line. So we'll see if they're kind of able to break that curse here and collect these 4 yards to keep the drive going.
Well, you got plenty of time, too. You got a minute 55. Clock stops, you know, on the first downs. Plus, you got 2 timeouts in your back pocket. This ball can be thrown over the middle and have plenty of time to get down there and either spike it or get a play call and even get a timeout if you absolutely need to. But they have a lot Storm in their arsenal.
Lauk gets this one out, but that's going to be tipped at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 4th down. This is essentially the ball game here.
I think you got to throw it to Dak, Storm.
You have to.
I think you're throwing it to Dak here. I mean, you still got, you know, Artie in your back pocket to hand it off to the running back here. It's still can pick one up, but I think the best mismatch, you know, is out to Dak there on the outside. See where they go.
So 4th and 4. This is the ball game here if Rittman's not able to keep it up. 20-13 your score. Rittman trying to stay alive. They take the snap, pass it quickly, and it's caught. That's Dak Mutters. You called it, Garrett. And the sails just deflated for Hillsdale.
Man, I mean, and shout out to the QB on that throw, Storm, because, I mean, he put some air underneath it for good reason. There's a Hillsdale defender right out here in the flat. You see that? I mean, drops it in a bucket. What a throw there from the QB, Lauk. And Dak Mutters, man, is showing out here tonight.
So here we go, 1st and 10. Once again, $1:45 left. Lauk hands it off. They're going to be stopped. Maybe a gain of a yard.
Here's where the time's going to start to become a factor, Storm. 1:30 and counting. And now the play call's got to come in from the sideline. There's no running over and talking to coach. You don't really get a chance to catch your breath. You just got to go, and here we go.
Lauk has it, rolls to his right, has a man one-on-one, uncorks it. Almost picked off. Garrett, I would have liked to have seen that ball come out just a little bit earlier. He had a man one-on-one. Second defender able to get there and almost picked off.
Now brings up 3rd and 9, and it's back to the 2-down territory to get 9 yards. I think it's tough because now the clock's really a factor. You have 2 timeouts, though, but you kind of want to save those to when you absolutely have to use them if you can get down to the goal line kind of situation. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to throw this ball over the middle to try to maybe get a clock stoppage and then get a 1st down, but I wouldn't be surprised to go out of bounds as well. It'd be a false start.
Yeah, interesting play there, as I think
maybe they went a little too quick. there for that one, Storm. Little miscommunication there from the offensive line in the center.
So 3rd and forever, Garrett. You got to imagine that Hillsdale's going to be playing some soft coverage here.
Yeah, I think absolutely. You know, let them have those underneath stuff. Just don't let him beat you over the top. And I think the guy you got to look for is Dak out there. He's over there playing in the slot, Storm.
We'll see what they're able to do as Lauk has that ball batted away. Garrett, and here we go again, 4th down.
And how many balls, Storm, have been batted down by this Hillsdale defensive line? You see it once again. Another deflection, and this is the game right here. I don't think there's enough time, even if Rittman wants to save their timeouts, but they're not going to, Storm. So this is absolutely the game right here because only one timeout for Rittman. They cannot stop the clock 3 times here to even get a chance to get the ball back. So it's going to be a 4th and 14 to see if Hillsdale go 8-2 or do the Indians improve to 7-3.
There's 53.5 left to play here in the 4th quarter. As Rittman trying to stay alive in this one. Big shout out to everybody watching at home. Garrett, it's been a fun one. I mean, it's been so close. This has been one of the most exciting games we've had to call here so far this year. It'll be, I think, even a little more exciting if they're able to pick up this 4th down.
Yeah, so we've had some big plays in this game. We had an onside kick from, I mean, it's really the story of 2 halves. I mean, Rittman, they kind of dominated that second quarter. They had the Hail Mary. They had the onside kick. And then, of course, Hillsdale coming out with a 13-point swing at half. And now we got this, Storm. It's been the Dak show here on this drive. When they absolutely needed it, they went to Dak. We'll see where Rittman goes. And look at the rain now, man.
It is coming down, much to the dismay of Rittman. Timeout from Hillsdale. And, Garrett, I don't know. I don't know if I would elect to call a timeout with how hard it's raining out there right now.
I think the defensive staff for Hillsdale kind of want to just get a look at what, Rittman was going to come out in. It's kind of one of those chess, matches. Kind of see what they're going to go for. And now does Rittman kind of change the play call? It's kind of a mind game, Storm, that, coaches like to play, but we'll see where it goes. I mean, this is the game right here. 4th and 14. Jack Fickes is on the sideline calling for Hillsdale Nation to stand up, Storm, but it's raining. I don't think they're going to do that, Storm. I think they're going to stay underneath those warm umbrellas.
Well, sorry, Mr. Fickes. I am not standing. I am too comfortable in this Hillsdale school chair. Not getting up. 4th and 14. Rittman steps back on. This is the ball game. 53.5 seconds left. Although it doesn't really matter. Braden Lauk is going to have one more chance for some late game heroics. The snap to Lauk, rolls to his right, heaves this one downfield to nobody, and the Falcons hold on. Great defense, and that's going to do it here from Hillsdale.
I think he was targeting Dak too, Storm, but just a little bit of a miscommunication. You see Dak, I think he's in the slot.
He was open, turned the wrong
open
way.
Over the middle. I'm not sure if he was trying to throw that, Storm, to the out route there, but nonetheless, miscommunication there on the biggest play when they needed it. If you watch 26, Storm, I believe, I don't know if he's trying to throw this to him. Nonetheless, Hillsdale with a big stand defensively, and they're going to improve to 8-2 and finish the year. Barring a miracle, Storm. A miracle.
So a big defensive stand for Hillsdale when they needed it most. And all Hillsdale needs to do is kneel this one out.
Just one more kneel.
Garrett, as you mentioned, definitely a tale of 2 halves. Rittman kind of controlling things there in the first half. It was all Hillsdale here now. And barring, like you mentioned, any sort of miracle, Hillsdale is going to walk out of here with a W.
What a game, man. What a game is now. Jack Fickes will take that last knee, and Hillsdale will improve to 8-2 here on the season and walk out of senior night with a big win.
Hey, as you mentioned, a big win for the seniors, 20-13 in a sloppy, rainy game here at Hillsdale. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with some halftime or some final stats as well as a player of the game interview. We'll be right back after this.
Are you ready for the comeback?
Fickes Furniture, celebrating 100 years in the furniture business, displaying all the latest styles by manufacturers such as Bassett, Flex Steel, Mohawk Flooring, Dutch Craft Bedding, and more. With free delivery setup and removal, make your next movie night comfortable with Fickes Furniture, quality furniture at an affordable price. Visit our Jeromesville location or visit us online at fickesfurniture.com.
Man, I wish I was out there.
Let's unretire. That's why I'm at.
Hey, Grandpa!
Grandpa?
I still got it.
Hey, I need that senior discount.
I'm good right here, bro.
Unretirement? Who'd be dumb enough to do that?
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
Happy Halloween!
Hello and welcome back to our Simonson Construction post-game show. Your final score, 20-13 in favor of the Falcons as we take a look at our final stats, Garrett, and that second half was completely dominated by the Falcons.
Yeah, Storm Rittman didn't even get, in the red zone area, and Hillsdale really dominated. They came out and had that 13-point swing. They scored on their opening drive, got a stop, and then immediately scored again when Fickes hit McFadden with a huge strike in the passing game. But rainy night, Storm, a wet, cold night, and Hillsdale's going to escape out here with a win. They're going to finish 8-2 on the year. Their playoff seeding will be, to be determined. I believe our own Travis, Lenardi will have that on the show. So if you want to see about Rittman or Travis, or Hillsdale,
or Travis,
or you want to see Travis too, but Hillsdale's their fate will be on the show tonight if you want to know. But it was really a dominant performance in the second half. Storm. The defense came out and they shut down Rittman. They had really no answers, and they had a chance. They forced that fumble. Rittman did against Hillsdale's running back Braylon Jarvis. Gave themselves a chance, but in the end, that Hillsdale defense, they bended Storm, but they didn't break.
Yeah, and Rittman, they had a chance there at the end. They were driving down the field. It was a costly penalty that sent them back even further. It was 4th and forever, and they weren't able to get it. They put themselves in some pretty disadvantageous spots there, getting to a couple 3rd and long, couple 4th and longs there at the end of the game, and they were not able to get it done. So Hillsdale walks into tournament play with some momentum. And Garrett, maybe you could speak on to that a little bit, how nice that would be to take a win into tournament time.
We'll just have some confidence. They came in the game with a current three-game winning streak. They're going to add that to 4 storms. So 4 straight games they've won. They have the formula. They have the recipe for success for them to go into the playoffs and get a win. They're going to be at home, I believe. I would guess it's sitting at 8-2 record. I'm not a statistician like Travis. I don't know the exact playoff format of the seeding right now, but we'll see here soon. See here shortly. I think they might have even made an announcement. So Hillsdale, I believe they're going to host a home game, have a chance to play in front of these home fans for them at least one more time in tournament play. So heck of a year, and you got to tip your cap to Rittman too. They came in, in a hostile environment on senior night, playoffs. In a couple weeks, they didn't look forward to that, and they gave Hillsdale really all they could have. And they only lost by 7 points down the road.
Yeah, Hillsdale goes on to score, I believe, 14 or 13 unanswered points there in the second half. So a big win for them heading into tournament time. We're going to take a quick break, one last break. We're going to be right back. We'll have a player of the game interview here after this.
Are you ready for the comeback?
Fickes Furniture, celebrating 100 years in the furniture business, displaying all the latest styles by manufacturers such as Bassett, Flex Steel, Mohawk Flooring, Dutch Craft Bedding, and more. With free delivery setup and removal, make your next movie night comfortable with Fickes Furniture. Quality furniture at an affordable price. Visit our Jeromesville location or visit us online at fickesfurniture.com.
Man, I wish I was out there.
Let's unretire. Why not?
Hey, Grandpa!
Grandpa?
I still got it.
Hey, I need that senior discount.
I'm good right here, bro.
Unretirement? Who'd be dumb enough to do that?
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
Happy Halloween!
Hello and welcome back to our Bob and Bob Door Company MVP. Of course, who else would it be? Jack Fickes, 2 rushing touchdowns, 1 passing touchdown, man. It was an impressive night for you through all facets of the game. How were you able to get it done on a rainy Friday night?
Yeah, I mean, the weather definitely played a big role, but credit goes to our offensive line and everyone else on our team. They made some big plays for us, and then obviously I got in the end zone a couple of times, and all credit goes to them.
Big home win for you. There's a lot of playoff seeding implication, home games on the line. Was any of that on your guys' mind here going into this one, or did you just want to end your regular season with a big win?
Yeah, I mean, playoffs are I think, on our mind, but our focus was against Rittman and trying to go 8-2, which in the regular season going 8-2, not a lot of teams at Hillsdale have done that, and I'm super proud of our guys.
Hey, man, in your last game here in the regular season as a senior, it's got to feel good to send off Falcon Field with a win. Walk me through what that feels like for you and how incredible that is and how proud you are of your guys.
Yeah, I mean, just taking it all in, I was kind of looking around. I mean, I just got chills. I'm super proud to be a Hillsdale Falcon. The support we got here from the community is awesome, and I hope it leads into a big run in the playoffs.
And one last question for you, man. One last time here in the regular season, do you have any shout-outs you would like to give here for Falcon Faithful?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to shout out to my mom. She gives me some great advice, always pushing me to the best person I can be, and I love her.
Thank you very much. Once again, you're at Bob and Bob Door Company MVP, Jack Fickes. Congratulations, man.
Go
Enjoy
Falcons.
This one. Take a look at our final graphic here. 20-13, your final score. I think we're going to need to shut the lights off, Garrett. It's a little bit of the –
I'll get the lights for you, buddy.
You hit the lights. It's –
maybe we can get a shot of a little light show here at
Glow
Hillsdale.
Night. Let's see it. Let's get the Glow Night going here. Glow Night here for the band. There was somebody asking for it. Let's get that window open so we don't have any other reflection. Let's see what's going on. This is not our MVP, Jack Fickes, but this is Glow Night here in Falcons country. We're getting a little spooky. Think we're going to hear some Thriller?
Little Thriller?
Well, we'll go ahead and let that play in the background as we wrap this one up, Garrett. 20-13. I can't even bring up the graphic. I don't want to bring up the graphic. I don't want to interrupt. But 20-13, your final score here in Hillsdale. It's got to feel great for those seniors getting one last final regular season win.
Yeah, Storm, and Jack mentioned that they're looking forward to the playoffs, but they wanted to come in here and get a win here in the home field against Rittman, a very solid team that's going to be in the playoffs themselves. So Hillsdale, they get that big win, Storm, then they get to celebrate with Glow Night here in Falcon Country. They're going to be tuned in to see where they're going to be playoff seeding-wise and where they're going to be playing next week.
So one last time, your final 20-13. As we take a look at our credits here, that's going to wrap things up here from Hillsdale. Thank you to all of our very generous sponsors as well as our fans watching at home and everybody in between. Thank you very much, Garrett, for tagging along with me for this one. But I think that's going to do it here from Falcon Country. We out.